Kirill's injuries were worse than we thought, and he needed much time to recover. It has been 3 years now since Walter's death. A great war raged between the island nations and the Kuluk Empire, all because of the accursed rune of punishment. Then, thanks to a heroic young leader, the island nations banded together to take the Kuluk Empire head-on. They destroyed Fort El-Il, the Kuluk Empire's southernmost base, and a temporary truce was reached.
What you riding, huh?
What?
Come on, no need to hide it, is there? Oh, I bet there's something juicy in there, huh?
Juicy? Don't be ridiculous. It's just a journal.
Oh, really?
I'm serious. No peeking.
Mm-hmm. Jan sure is a strange one. I mean, she's been watching over Kira like that for how many years now? I wonder if that was Walter's dying wish.
I suppose in her own way, Jan understands who the leader of this group is.
Good point. Well, thanks to her, Kirill's looking a lot better lately. I think it's about time we set out again.
Actually, I've been thinking the same thing. We should probably find some work soon. It might take our minds off what happened.
Yeah, good idea.
Walter may be gone, but I'll make sure Kirill doesn't suffer the same fate. I made a promise.
Well, don't take all the credit. I'm coming along too, you know. After all, I need to keep my eye on you.
What do you mean by that?
Just kidding, silly.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you can just be so clueless. Hey, and don't go writing anything weird in that journal of yours.
Of course I won't.
Alright, we're going to check out the rest menu real quick, see if there's anything that happens. And this is the scene you get when there's nothing that happens. Luckily, during New Game Plus, I can skip this. It's really annoying during the regular game because you have to sit there and wait. But, oh yes, we're into Razril. And of course, the outfitter, it's the same level up to level 2, so I was just definitely doing that. I attached a couple of runes, I didn't attach a couple of runes, I reattached the Sunbeam rune, and I had to reattach all the runes that you had onto Kirill because of course he doesn't have them. And we'll be going to the back streets to continue on with the story.
I don't know if I can do this.
Don't worry, it's been a while. Just remember what I taught you.
I'll try.
Okay, we are back in the back streets of Razril. Of course, to defeat everyone, and we can only have Dark and Kirill, so, well, let's just make the best of what we have here. Oh yeah, there's also another thing about certain enemies. Some enemies fly, which means they are not affected by the elemental affinities. So watch out for that. These guys aren't, but I'll show you. I'll tell you the ones that are. And of course, as you see, when you're on your own element, things can do a lot more damage. And I believe they do more. I mean, I believe you get. I forget what I'm talking about. As I said, with the rune, the Swallow rune, now that it's been 3 years, we are reduced back down to only having the first level abilities. So I pretty much try to give you a taste of the good stuff and then just take it away from you. But there's also another thing I wondered about the Rune of Punishment. Now, we saw it still had the Rune of Punishment, but he wasn't one of the people in Suikoden 4 that was you killed during the sequences. And of course, when you kill 2 of the guys on one side, 3 more show up. No worries. Let's see what's in this chest. Guardian Robe. We can sell it. Now we're going to advance more because, well, it's going to take some time to get over here. And let me show you off actually some of the wall abilities. This one does 80% damage, but it's a ranged attack, so it's still good enough. And this is a place where we're going to get a lot of levels for these two. I'd say you're going to get at least 2 levels if you do it right. There's no point, just hold, let's go on, tearing down. Now, as I said, why wasn't he shown in there? Why wasn't still shown? I don't know. I just say it's a retcon. A poorly done retcon, but a retcon nevertheless. I gotta love those quickly. Oh yes, and all the skills are reset down to D level at this point, so you can only level them up to D. So now we're going to take out these last guys here because there's no one else to take out. Oh, never level. Yep, level 6. That'd be good. Definitely want Andar to take out this last one, because he needs some levels too. Don't worry, Seneca will have plenty of time to get some levels in. Now it's going right away. Put him on standby. Hopefully oh, light arrow. He comes right back. That's good. Didn't have to move. And Andar should get a level out of this. Alright, pretty nice even spread with levels here. It's really hard not to get S rank here, due to the fact that they're just pretty much just easy level up fodder.
That was easier than I thought. What about you, Kirill? How do you feel?
So far, so good. But...
Forgive me if I speak out of place, but... it seems you haven't fully recovered your strength yet.
You're right. I'm still a bit...
But that doesn't mean I'm not impressed with your ability. You're a lot bigger and stronger than you were just a couple of years ago. Walter would be proud. If only I had been more careful back then. I'm sorry, Kirill.
That was years ago. Forget about it, Andark.
No. I did something unforgivable. I must devote the rest of my life to make up for that terrible...
Look, I said forget about it, okay? Hey, over there. Seneca's back.
Huh? Why all the long faces? Andark, don't tell me. You started apologizing to him again, didn't you?
Hey, this is a serious matter here. I was explaining how guilty I felt and...
Oh, geez. Here we go again.
So, what'd you find out, Seneca?
Well, it seems something's up, and it involves rune cannons.
Something's up?
Yeah. Rumor has it that rune cannons are just disappearing left and right.
What? That's impossible.
Kirill, how about heading for Middleport? I think we can get more information there.
Good idea. Let's go right away. Besides, we need some more cash.
More cash?
We did a small job through this lady in Middleport. Furball Patrol.
Really? I didn't think you were ready, Kirill.
I'm fine. Anyway, let's get going. We should still be able to catch a boat to Middleport.
Alright, for Kirill, I suggest putting rage runes. Well, like the rage 4 speeds. If you don't have those, flame 4 speeds, which you'll most likely be able to buy. So buy those. I say buy those and get the rage sword rune put on Kirill.
Hey, Andark.
Yes?
I was just thinking, why do you suppose my father was so determined to track down rune cannons? You and the others probably know a lot more about my father's work than I do.
Well, Walter was... he was an engineer.
An engineer?
That's right. He was a brilliant engineer who helped design rune cannons back at our homeland in the Scarlet Moon Empire. He was so devoted to his research that he decided to come here and study the rune cannons of the island nations. If he had only stayed away, that catastrophe would never have...
Okay, Andark. But an engineer, huh? He must have been pretty smart. I have a lot to live up to.
Kirill, you still remember the promise you made to your father, don't you?
Yeah, but it's not just that. I want to learn about rune cannons for myself. I want to see with my own eyes whether the weapon that killed my father really was a rune cannon.
And after you find out?
Then I'm gonna smash the damn thing to bits and avenge my father.
I'm with you all the way, and Andark too. Right, Andark?
I shall dedicate the rest of my life.
Yeah, we get it.